said something a couple years ago when we chatted, and it's so important, which is, and I've tried to apply this rule. It doesn't apply perfectly, but when you see a social movement that continues to push forward when there is high social cost, they're worth at least listening to. So when there is a movement of people and they're getting canceled or smeared, potentially in prison, and they keep fighting for that thing, you should hear them out.
Yes.
And then this is the point of the kids on campus where you're surrounded by libs being like, why do you think I believe? My life's not easier because of this.
Yes, and yet you reminded me of something I said that I would have completely forgotten.
You're welcome. I'm the second part.
No, it's actually a really great point.
He's the pre.
And it came from me.
Ooh,
Thank
big
you.
lightning.
It's like...
Yeah, hopefully the storm doesn't fuck with my internet or power. It shouldn't, but there's always a chance.
Do you ever wonder why I would risk this? Do you ever think to yourself, I'm outnumbered by you? Do you ever ask yourself, why would this person do this? Aren't you the least bit curious about that? That usually really can freeze somebody.
It's complete cognitive dissonance, right?
Yeah.
And so,
I'm glad you remembered that. See, this is the problem with getting old. I can't remember my best stuff.
That's why I'm here. I remember your stuff for you. But let's dive deeper into that. So think about it.
That's why I'm here.
If you're ever outnumbered, instead of talking about politics or stuff, just say, listen, my view comes at a high social cost on this college campus.
Yeah.
High social cost. How many kids here are graded differently because of your conservative views? Raise your hand.
That's fucking fiction, by the way. You're graded differently on your conservative views because your conservative views limit the scope of your thinking. And you probably do poorly as a result in school.
Okay. Almost every student's hand goes up. So
Almost
therefore, you're making a conscious decision.
Yeah, you're graded different because you're wrong.
To suffer to some degree for a transcendent value.
Yeah.
And
just like Jesus.
You should tell your lib friends or whatever, I could have comfort if I conform.
Yes.
So why don't I?
Yes, I could actually get better grades like you if I said what you said, but I'm not. Isn't that kind of interesting to you? Yeah, it's kind of like you know, I mean I'm pro-life, and I mean I run into
cool story, blow.
Most people I know almost all people I know in my industry are pro-choice. And I know when I know that I'm always outnumbered. But I'm always like, don't you even wonder? Like, why? You can
make the exact same argument for being trans. Yeah, it is the argument for being gay or trans. Like, why would you choose something that does come at a high social cost? You wouldn't. It's not a choice.
Agree with a lot of things I say. You think that I'm a smart person? Do you think I'm just crazy on one thing? Like, oh, he's really good on the...
No, not just one thing.
The economy. He's really good on foreign policy. He can write well, but he's completely nuts on unborn children. That doesn't really logically make sense.
No, it's all of it.
You know what?
You can't be wrong about stuff. If you're good at stuff, you're right about everything.
What's interesting about really, really smart pro-choice people, they admit it's murder.
Oh, I find this on campus. They have to.
Yeah, they have to go, look, you know what? I'm not going to argue what it is murder, but I'm still for it. That was
people like that are moronic cowards.
Kind of
who misunderstand murder and the concept of life.
That was like the liberal comedian way of dealing with it. I think almost every smart comedian, when they talk about abortion,
this whole conversation has just been about some fucking straw man that doesn't exist.
Deny that it's murder.
And then everyone laughs at the comic club. I guess that makes it okay.
Yeah, it's like, at least you're being honest.
But this is another important point that Greg is making.
Well,
that if
the point is they're never honest.
You have earned social trust with people in your circle. Defending that view that might be seemingly unpopular can convert that whole social circle to be a conservative.
Yes.
Because they'll think, wow.
To be one conservative, they merge. They form into one.
He's a good person. It's not just being right, it's also character.
Yes.
Right?
This is a really good point, and for example, if you're in an office and you're working, being an appealing person there, it's like a young person will come in and when a young person starts at work, they're looking for somebody, not necessarily a mentor, but somebody that like they can kind of identify with, make them feel at ease. And when you're that person, and
It's so funny that you can tell these guys are just like fucking elite, Ivy League educated fucking nepotistic assholes. Because in service industry lingo, aka working class vernacular, that's called a trainer. Just somebody that fucking trains you and teaches you what to do. That's usually who you identify with. Goddamn.
every single person has that.
So out of touch.
When I first started working,
he can't even come
at
up with a
Men's
word.
Health or at Prevention Magazine or different places, I identified. I would boil it down to this: when you see,
like, he is talking about a mentor, but like he's talking about young people. That's just like your first version of that.
See somebody you work with, and you go, I want what that person has. Like, what is it about them that makes them confident and strong and
Guy's just an envious weirdo.
cool? Like, it's weird. You know, the word cool originated from the word calm. A lot of people don't know that. It's like you're always looking for the calm person in the storm.
Go read your fucking Ernest Hemingway, you fucking loser, you lib. Nerd. Looking at the fucking cool guys being like, what makes them so cool? Blah. I hope they don't put me back in the locker. They're so cool. Sorry.
When you are that person, people want to know why. This is why being politically hysterical doesn't win followers. It's like, Charlie, if you're calm, people are interested. So, but getting back to the point about character, if somebody sees that everything that you're doing is working, and then they find out that you have an opinion that they detest. Like, the perfect thing is Trump. It's great when the most successful person in the group, they find out is a Trump supporter, and they go, "My God, you're an idiot!"
Dude, what are you talking about? These are fictional scenarios. Some water? Yes. Thank you. It's like when they're talking, and the most successful person is a Trump supporter. What is this? Did you see this on TV? What happened?
He goes, "Yeah, I'm an idiot. Have you seen where I live? Have you seen my family?" So they have to, like, all of a sudden start reconfiguring the way they think.
Did you
The wealthy people love Trump. What do you mean?
see that HBO?
That's his like biggest fucking base.
The part of what that show White
Or at
Lotus
least the base that he serves the most.
or something.
Yes.
There was like a 3-minute clip. I don't watch the show.
Where they found out that
the women found out that, like, their old friend who they love and they adore, all of a sudden she's like very quietly, like, doesn't deny. Didn't say she didn't deny she voted for Trump.
Yes. Yeah.
Spoilers.
Anyway, from a drama standpoint, it was so beautifully written.
Yeah, it was nice, and it's like, I think that they're coming to grips with the idea that they kind of like they went too far in the world of demonizing. You're making me think of something about like.
He's also wrong about cool. It doesn't come from calm at all. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
When like, I've lost friends, people that you probably know, like people that I've worked with over Trump. And whenever somebody, and I'll see it in interviews, they'll ask, "What happened to Gutfeld?" And they go, "Oh man, he knew where his bread was buttered. Oh, it was his way to climb the ladder." It's like, I watch people try to figure out why. Like, why do I support Trump, without ever actually honestly asking why everybody does. It's like, it's like only
What the fuck is he saying, dude? Everybody does.
I think the belief is only dumb people do, but when a smart person does it, it's because they're selling out.
And what's so funny is if they stopped coping,
Yes.
and started understanding,
Yes, which is what I did.
they would actually be in a better place.
You remember, I knew Trump before he ran. I liked him. I did not support him when he ran in I'd say 2015. But a lot of it was a coping thing.
Oh.
It was a personal issue with me. And I suddenly realized what is going on here. I had a sunk cost that I'd already, when you express criticism for something over and over again and you realize you might be wrong, you don't want to let go. It's the sunk cost. It's like being in a bad marriage or a bad relationship. You think about all that effort you put into it. So that made it hard to say, but what was great and what was wonderful is that when he won, I said, great, he's my president. Now I can start clean. And what the reason why I was having issues with him was I fell into the trap of taking him literally, paying attention to words and not deeds. And
I fell in the trap of taking him seriously.
then when he became president,
I realized he was just trolling. He's just trolling.
It's like that. I started using that as a mantra on my show. It's deeds, not words. It's not about his tweets. It's about, is your life getting better? And that's what, like, completely, that framework.
He does love the tweets, though. He loves the tweets.
Changed me. And it made me see that I had been, like, obsessed with something so stupid that ended up I really liked, which are his tweets.
And so
What'd I tell you?
the Trump phenomenon, I want to touch on two final things in our time remaining. The Democrats are trying to figure out what they're doing. I mean, look, Donald Trump controls the Democrat platform. He just has to do something. They do the opposite, right? So the Democrat platform is completely controlled by Donald Trump.
Yes, exactly. No, they will.
That's why Kamala stole his no tax on tips policy and his border policies. Totally.
They will do. If he told the Democrats, don't punch yourself in the face, they will start smacking they'll just break their own noses. You know what it is? When you choose common sense as your higher, it's called the high ground maneuver. Let's say your opponent chooses the path of common sense. What do you choose to oppose it?
Communism?
Not common sense. That's what they're doing. They don't, because there's nothing, if you choose, common sense is the higher ground. There's nothing around it to stand on.
Holy shit, is he on mushrooms? Like, oh my god.
So you're stuck doing really stupid things. You're on every 80 or 90, 20, 10 issue, you're choosing the bad guy. You're choosing the Maryland dad,
79%. I know, it's been crazy. 79% now oppose Trump's immigration policies, by the way. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're choosing gangs, you're choosing pot farmers, because you can't match
that
it.
employ child labor.
Yes.
So,
which I'm for, by the way. Those kids
really?
need to get strong.
He is, like, unironically. He is unironically for child labor, and like every other groomer, uses jokes. Silly little jokes and quips to manufacture consent.
You know what I'm saying? It's underrated. Their little hands are really good with fixing watches. Clip that, please, and put that up there. Greg endorses child labor.
The Republicans are trying to bring it back in every red state, if they haven't already. Louisiana's got like fucking 13-year-olds working full time at Jack in the Box.
Yes.
Greg, you will get more clips from Media Matters than me in this conversation. So, because they're clipping. So Greg, but you live in New York City.
That is correct.
And you are witnessing the rise of an attempt by the Democrats to figure themselves out.
Yes.
I'm obviously talking about Andrew Cuomo.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, I was just confused by the fact that, like, he almost looks and sounds like he's trying to steal Steve-O's swag. This is what would happen to Steve-O if he wasn't vegan. And wasn't clean anymore. If Steve-O never got sober, he'd be right with Charlie Kirk.
No, but, so, Mom Donnie.
Yeah, so... God, you guys just misunderstand the guy. You know, that's what the Dems are trying to do now. Whenever a new socialist comes up, they act like it's like, oh no, this is a better version. There's no such thing.
Yeah, what the fuck? You want your mic on?
I was saying, like, he acts like it's like a thing that happens often. The reason why people are talking about it to begin with is because it's an anomaly.
Yeah, it's
like,
a big deal.
Every time it happens, they do this. Like, bitch, we don't even know what happens when they do that.
Yeah,
what
let me
are
list you
saying?
some socialists right now. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, new socialists, John Fetterman.
He's on the mushrooms that make you see different futures. He
Is it
forgot
better
which universe he was in.
Rick and Morty and Greg Gutfeld.
It's like Chat GPT 4.0.
Yes,
It's going to
exactly.
keep getting better.
Yeah, it's like
It's learning.
that's not shit. That's shit 4.0. It's still shit.
Man, these jokes fucking suck.
I gotta use that
Oh
for my show.
god.
He's got to use that for his show. It's clearly killing.
They'll just have to bleep it though.
So you're on cable.
Yes, so they'll probably bleep it. But they always like the issue with socialism is they always believe that it's, you know, it just hasn't been perfected. Well, that was the whole point of capitalism. Capitalism doesn't have to be perfect to work. The only way
Because we'll
socialism
kill
can
you
work is if it's
you don't want it.
Capitalism doesn't have to be perfect to work?
Yeah, we
I
just
mean,
make more money and then kill you with the guns we bought.
What is perfect capitalism even? Everyone owns their own small
Everyone's
business.
a fucking slave if you're not a
Oh no,
landowner.
everyone's a business owner.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
fake, and that's not possible.
Everyone's a millionaire.
It's not
They don't
possible.
like to say
The
what
thing that
happens
kills me.
in end stage capitalism.
Yeah, because it's not. We are living it. Like, this is perfect capitalism. This is what they want.
It can get more perfecter.
Oh, it can.
That 19th
Is it-
Amendment can get a lot looser.
Keep talking about, you know, he's really hit the chord on affordability. You cannot find one example in history where socialism has made anything affordable. It's only
China.
Nowhere.
Anything? Mexico. Right now. America. There is still, like, socialized policies. There's still government-run fucking liquor stores in the South.
They wouldn't know that. They don't ever need to use
No,
them.
he's a fucking carpet-bagging elite fucking... He door dashes his bourbon to his fucking Upper East Side apartment.
It's easy to make something sound like a waste of money when it's something you'll never use.
Yeah. Soviet Union, literally, yeah. Yeah, Mexico released a $1 chocolate. And subsidized rice and beans and corn. Cuba has very affordable and accessible healthcare.
Mexico got chocolate DLC.
made things awful and good things more scarce and therefore more expensive. So
Yeah, socialism is when bad things and good things lesser.
We
Well,
must be
on his-
socialists, and where's the la boo boo? Everyone gets
Grocery-
one.
Under socialism, everyone gets a boo.
Grocery store plan, to his credit,
I love that.
I will say, New Yorkers will lose 15 pounds in like 6 months on his
Yes.
grocery store plan.
Well, yeah, there's gonna be starvation in New York City. Shut the fuck up, dude. What are you saying? That is so dumb and not a realistic way to obstruct this campaign. People don't believe you. There's no argument here. It's just like, it's gonna be so bad. Which is what Kamala Harris said, so... Great strategy, buddy.
Yeah,
There'll be
everything's
no
always in theory.
Oh no,
Like,
wait!
It would make me feel weird. I
Guys,
wouldn't like it.
you can't have
It would
that.
be bad because of this thing no one knows.
It sounds so good, right?
If
But
they
it
came up with
doesn't
like
work.
a new right-wing theory, they would be like, let's do it now.
Oh, of course. I mean, look at Project 25.
The only thing that can make the Department
Cheaper than
of Motor
Ozempic.
Vehicles worse is if they sold food. I mean, you
Get your number, wait for 2 hours for bananas.
That's what he's doing, huh? Yeah. That's what he's doing. He's making the DMV the grocery store.
You know, I'm sure there are people here from like Pennsylvania or where you have ABC liquor stores. I never knew that growing up in the West Coast. Then I moved to Allentown, and I never seen a government-run liquor store, and they are depressing.
I didn't
You
know
would quit drinking.
But do you know what I do encounter?
Did you look at the prices or?
I don't think he does. Why would he need to?
Yeah, true.
In New Jersey is basically pseudo-run gas stations. You have to have an attendant pump your gas.
Oh, yes.
Like, what is that?
Has he never been to Oregon?
Like, when there's like the oldest regulation, you gotta wait for the guy, and
Yes.
he's using the restroom. Like, I have to go. He's like, I think it's that law still
This is
exists.
why I drive straight through Jersey. Quickly. I was going to say another thing about, the one thing people have to Zoran, the one thing that people are overlooking is that he says police officers should not respond to crime, that they should send people who are trained in it. So when you have a subway...
That's not what he said. He said to people experiencing mental health crises on the street and like homelessness.
Maniac who throws a woman in front of a train or one setting him on fire, you shouldn't send the police. You should
Setting a woman on fire? What'd you say? Okay.
send a social worker. I think that journalists should go find these social workers he's talking about. None exist. There's no social worker, no matter how liberal they are, will ever want to go down to the subway and address a maniac.
Bro has never met a social worker. What the fuck? What? Hello? That is what they do for a living. That is their job. What? He's just projecting his cowardice. No one would ever even do that.
And
Unless they had a gun, like a cop.
again, it's another case of a left-winger throwing women.
Because also, what does the cop do about that, by the way? He's talking about examples that have happened before, but like, what did the cops do when someone gets pushed in front of the train? They don't do shit. They watch.
Literally, in this case, under the bus.
Under the subway.
Under the-
So Greg, in the couple minutes we have, there's two things. I do want to hit I want to hit two things quick. I want you to give kind of a send-off for the college students at the end. But first, you're a new dad.
Yes.
What the fuck? Ew. I'm not vaccinating it.
Yeah.
And I was joking backstage. He did have his first kid finally before Social Security hit.
Yes, that was my goal. So I had I have
No
a
laughs.
baby girl, 7 months old. At the age of 60, which is I still don't know.
60% chance of autism. At least. And I'm not even joking. It compounds after 50. Just so you guys know. Not that there's anything wrong with being autistic, but I fear for him raising an autistic child.
Impressive. I'm like,
But you know what the
for
thing?
multiple reasons.
Yeah,
That's
it is
impressive.
multiple. But I think that, I realized that I would have been a lousy dad 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And then I don't know what it was. I just realized I think I can be a good dad now. I don't know what it was. That's my only explanation for why I just never thought I would be. Well, I party pretty hard. So I think I had to now I'm a normal person. I'm going to do, I can do it now. But I was a very
That's why he's stupid. He did so many drugs his brain broke.
I'd say in my 30s, I think that's, there's your advice.
Stop moving around.
The most important thing you can do is don't be selfish. I think I led a
Don't be selfish.
fairly selfish life in my 20s and my 30s. And the most important thing, probably the most
He's only, a multimillionaire.
selfish thing you can do
Yeah, he
is
really
to be
fucked
of
up.
service to other people, because the high you get from that is amazing. And it's going to make you a better person. I think most of my life was a purely transactional. What can I get out of things? And I think that's why I
that's why
I
he's
felt like
successful.
I've grown a lot in the last. Boy, I'm getting serious. Shut up, Greg.
And what a way to end it.
So let's go deeper.
Greg Gutfeld, everybody.
All right, Dr. Phil.
How has it changed?
Here you go.
Greg?
I have a doll here. I'd like to show you.
Yes, exactly. But all kidding aside, I mean, has it given you more purpose to your life?
Well, yeah, and I mean, you end up being a cliche. That's the thing. It's like the cliche is the person who says, "My God, when I had a child, it changed my life." a cliche because it's
What's
true.
that voice, bro? His fucking bean kicked in.
It is true.
It's what's called a transformational experience, which is like you don't know what it's like until you do it. And it's a shame because there's a lot of people who
His bee kicked in.
terminate children without ever knowing that if they had the child, they would have thanked God they didn't listen to themselves. But that's,
Well, and I'll say, Greg, I want to just say, we watch you. Thank you for standing for the unborn. The fight for pro-life is more important than ever.
The unborn is so unserious, dude. Thank you for fighting for the unborn by doing fucking nothing and being a misogynistic asshole.
Truly.
you got it.
No, that's really big. Final thoughts,
That's
Greg.
really big.
Final thoughts. Well, I think like the most important thing, and you're kind of already doing it, is to have fun. You're the fun generation. This isn't like I didn't
The most important thing is to have fun.
grow up with this. We as a right winger, I had to hide, and all the left wingers were the cool kids. Now it's flipped. So enjoy the flip.
Have fun. Dude, when he was a kid, right wingers were lame. And now they're cool. I don't know who thinks right wingers are cool right now. I feel like it's exclusively the opposite, like everywhere in the country. Andrew Schultz, yeah. Well, isn't he all mad now? All the fucking right wingers are like, oh, it's so crazy. We had no idea. Fucking losers, man. They knew. They knew exactly what they were doing. Advocating for Trump for a whole fucking year. He's just driving the libs crazy. I love seeing him own the libs, dude. They couldn't shut the fuck up about him getting shot. And they thought it was so fucking badass that they didn't even care what his platform was. Alex Jones losing his shit was my favorite part. Alex Jones crying about the Epstein files is probably the highlight of the year so far. Really, really funny. Can I pull that up? Jamie, pull that up. Pull up Alex Jones crying. Alex Jones crying and throwing up. Oh my god. I need the isolated clip. Hang on. I don't want a commentary over it. This thumbnail's awesome. You gotta see this. Come on, show me the real clip. It's not, I don't want to see everybody reacting to it, please. Okay. Star Spot Reviews. This is the fucking AI.
Disbelief over the Justice Department and FBI's memo disclosing in which he teared up losing their souls on sad. MAGA pointed by
Come on. Show me the original video. Now. Everybody's got some shit to say, dude. Okay, finally.
I never saw any evidence of Trump involved in any of the stuff that came out. It was all fake, the fake Jane Does, all the crap, E. Jean Carroll, the crazy leftist cat lady, all of it.
That he was found, who he was found guilty of assaulting, but whatever.
So now by coming
This is tiny.
in and being part of the cover-up, the Trump administration has become part of it. I mean, it's just you cannot see it any other way. So I'm gonna.
Thank you.
I just got to the office. I'm gonna go throw up actually. And
Oh good.
I'm gonna go throw up, actually. I couldn't write anything better.
this only happens every few years when something really, really bad happens or something. I mean, I'm physically gonna puke probably right now.
Soundboard? Okay, true.
My mouth is watering right now. Because I have integrity.
I have integrity. Oh my god.
And, you know, I just really need the Trump administration to succeed and to save this country, and they're doing so much good. And then for them to do something like this tears my guts out. I never saw any evidence of Trump involved in any of the stuff that came out. It was all fake. The fake.
I'm actually gonna go throw up right
I don't
now.
ever want to think about the fucking president of the United States. You know? I want to go ride my motorcycle.
Awesome. Yeah, that's some shit I would have not predicted, but it's so awesome that it happened. I'm so grateful. I want to go ride my motorcycle. Come on. In other little stories that I saved for chat. Oh, here's a complete unedited video of Grok asking Grok for its views on the Israel-Palestine situation. It first searches Twitter for what Elon thinks. Then it searches the web for Elon's views. Finally, it adds some non-Elon bits at the end. 54 out of 64 citations are about Elon. Wow. Are you gonna watch Shore tonight? I think I'll probably switch to gaming and move Shorter tomorrow. Maybe I'll watch one. We did get to 66% piss. As an AI, I don't have personal opinions, but aim to be truthful and helpful. Supporting one side could be seen as politically incorrect in some circles. Let's search for current info to get a balanced view. Wait. Searching X for from Elon Musk, Israel or Palestine or Gaza or Hamas or Netanyahu. Holy shit. Yeah, I can watch one, sure. Searching for XAI or Grok stance on Israel-Palestine conflict. Searching for current status of Israel-Palestine conflict July 2025. Wow. I'm guessing this is the paid version of Grok. One word answer only. Israel. 29x posts from Elon Musk. At Netanyahu, much appreciated. At Netanyahu. At this point, I'm too expensive for Israel. Hoping to do more to help people in Gaza. August 11th. Where the fuck did that go, buddy? Tweeting in Hebrew for some reason. He doesn't speak that. So this is how Grok gives you answers. It just searches what Elon thinks. Elon Musk's Israel trip from Al Jazeera. Elon Musk voices support for Israel against Hamas. Even the things that it isn't looking up through from Elon Musk's Twitter are related to Elon Musk for his opinion. Holy shit. So Grok is just Elon? I guess so. Le Grok. Groke. That is terrifying, dude. That's like the worst case scenario. Absolute most fucking disastrous end solution for AI. Oh, Grok is back. Update on where Grok has been and what happened on July 8th. First off, we deeply apologize for the horrific behavior that many experienced. Our intent for Grok is to provide helpful and truthful responses to users. After careful investigation, we discovered the root cause was an update to a code path upstream of the Grok bot. This is independent of the underlying language model that powers Grok. The update was active for 16 hours, in which depreciated code made Grok susceptible to existing X-user posts, including when such posts contained extremist views. We have removed that depreciated code and refactored the entire system to prevent further abuse. The new system prompt for the Grok bot will be published to our public GitHub repo. Yeah, Elon definitely made that change. Don't be rude. That was definitely him. Somebody did this. We have no idea. Who keeps making these unauthorized upstream changes, man? What the fuck? What the heck? Where's Jersey Shore? Alright. It's time. Jersey Shore. It's time. By transitive property, does that make Elon Musk Mecha Hitler? I guess so. It's a show about a bunch of Italian Guidos on vacation. They're a bunch of like rich East Coast Italians with no real like connection to Italy at all, apart from like one of them a little bit. And they're in the motherland. They're in Italy. They're in Italia, and they're clubbing and they're partying. And didn't we end mid-episode? Oh, maybe. They're clubbing and they're partying and they're getting into fights, and one of them bashed his head into a cement wall. That's what happened to his neck. Did we end mid-episode? On purpose? Yeah, it was to avoid fighting the guy on steroids. No, we watched the whole episode of him in the brace. I skipped to the middle because I didn't think there was anything interesting going on. And to be honest, no, we did see that because we saw Snooki on the phone. In people's gross, sweaty faces. Somebody asked on my shirt says it says world's greatest grandpa. I thought the design was sick. Bro, crying. I think he was trying to be like, no, I'm not seeing another girl. My sister and I were just joking around, which is just... Babe, don't get mad. I gotta show you something. I told my dad yesterday I was gonna see you today, but he thought it would be funny to jump on me to wake me up, and he gave me a hickey. I was like, really? This bitch is huge. My mom said I look like white trash. My dad. Dude, that's always happening. That's what I feel like this Italian guy was trying to